What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain, here joined as normal with my guy, Kenny Stubblefield. Kenny, what it do, bro?
We had a conversation, a pre-show conversation that
it was going
has
down.
got me diving deep. Diving deep on some stuff that I got to get my mind right. I got to get it right, man. Focus in.
Too, man. They remind me the Lord gave me a word of prophecy for you, bro. I'm gonna share it with you doing the commercial break.
Let's go. I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna share it in our Caucasian brothers. You know, God speaks to black people, white people different, man.
100%.
So when you regurgitate the prophetic word, it come out different to black people than do to white people. It might be the same exact thing, but
it probably is. The messenger. The messenger spreads the message.
That's what I'm saying. God said one thing, but we translate that in two different ways. So I got a word for you, my brother.
I'm ready for it. So during the commercial break,
the commercial break, I got a word for you, bro. But yeah, welcome to the show with my boy Kenny Stubblefield. I saw Kenny the other night in 901 FC, man. I was at the game, and I'm telling y'all too, man. City of Memphis, you guys are straight tripping about not. Let me not complain too much because that game had a nice turnout. That was the biggest turnout I've seen in a long time. But the city of Memphis, I'm telling y'all are missing a great time by not coming to these 901 FC games. I'm just letting y'all know that. Just letting y'all know. Y'all need to come. Have a good time.
It's a blast of it.
Yeah. And Kenny is a convert. I told him he would roll his eyes like saying, you don't really like this. There's no way you like this for real. Now he comes. He's all in. I'm telling y'all. Be like me. Be like Kenny Stubblefield. Go to 901 FC. They got a game. I want to say home game. Another home game this Saturday. And it's kind of like football. The games, they only happen like once a week, or it's a home game maybe once every 2 weeks, so you can kind of plan around it. Go check it out. Me and Kenny were there having a good time Saturday for sure. But since the last time we talked, Kenny Stubblefield, the Olympics happened, man. The Olympics, the Olympic Games.
They're still happening. Yep.
Right, still happening in Paris. I will say, as a somebody who, as a kid, would love the Olympic experience, love watching all of it. Got my introduction to a lot of sports that I like outside of basketball, football, etc. Track and field, tennis, swimming, gymnastics. All these things came from watching the Olympics, right? And just a different mega star athletes back in the day.
Because Dan and Dave. The Dan and Dave. That's exactly who I was about to bring up. Yeah, the Dan and Dave. Yeah, the two triathletes. Was it triathletes or decathletes?
I think it was decathlon.
Decathlon, right?
I think it was a decathlon, yeah.
Yeah, Dan and Dave were like my introduction to like Olympics, like what the big event.
The field events and all that type of stuff. Yeah. Those two dudes, all that. Olympics are great. They're in Paris, France. Our conservative Christian brothers are upset about something that got nothing to do with nothing. I've never understood why. What is this? A Christian show? Is this a stick to sports? I've never understood why we as believers get offended by the weirdest stuff. Like the Last Supper is a man-made picture. If anything, the Last Supper is blasphemous, bro. Like even that itself is wrong if you just want to get into it. But anyway, we mad about something that had nothing to do with the Last Supper at all, from what I've read, what I've been told. But Paris, of course, one of the greatest cities in the world as far as recognition and just beauty and all those type of things.
History, tennis, beauty,
What is it? Where they're playing tennis? No, beach volleyball is in front of the Eiffel Tower, right?
Crazy, right?
It look amazing as hell. It's been off the chain. But Kenny, I have a question.
Okay.
You. I often ask you things. As a black man, asking my white brother, how do these things go on you guys' side, right? Do y'all have something similar and equivalent, like we just did? We talked about prophetic word, where God gives you a word.
Yeah. Right.
Is it the same for black people and white people, right? And we came up and said no, because we deliver it probably totally different.
Right.
Something that happens in the black household when we watch the Olympics, even as a kid. Now, of course, we pull for USA, right? We want Team USA to win and everything. But as black people, we also had supplemental or secondary or tertiary nations that we pull for.
Tertiary. Yeah.
For whatever reason, bro. Whether it be because they black people out there, and black people for the American team, or it might be some fine ass chick to play for this country, or just some amazing personality, like whether it be a Usain Bolt, who's a legendary athlete, a legendary.
Right.
Hey, bro, when it came down to track and field, hey, USA, who gives a damn? Usain Bolt. That's my little cousin, Usain Sain.
Right.
But hey,
Usain Sain. I like that.
My girl, what's her name? Shelly Ann, some fine as bro. Quit playing with me, bro. Hey, but like I said,
Yeah.
So I ask you, Kenneth Stubblefield.
Yeah.
Speaking for the white demographic, is there a situation where you pull for a country other than the United States of America? Or do you know somebody who does it? Like,
no,
I'm French, so I pull from France, or my parents are half German.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I have my own theories about like the level of Black America's love for the motherland that is Africa is a beautiful thing.
America, that's another conversation. Though. We'll get into that. We'll have that. The motherland can very well be America too, but we'll have that conversation.
Well, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we had another day, but go ahead.
That's fine. If I'm speaking out of turn, please let me know. I don't want to get canceled out here.
We'll talk off there, man.
Okay, it's another prophetic word.
Plymouth Rock landing on us, bro. Anyway, but go ahead. Yeah, don't let me go too far with that. Go ahead.
Yeah. We don't have that, right? Like like, who am I? My heritage is from. I'm 5 brothers in England that were farmers with the last name of Stubblefield. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't cool. Like, that's kind of weirdo stuff. Like,
they grew stubble in the field.
They grew stubble in the field. They're farmers, and now that's where my name came from. Apparently, they were
stubble. They couldn't grow a full beard.
Apparently, they were terrible. Exactly. So, I don't know. It is interesting. I think storylines are what moves me, right? Mm-hmm. Like storylines, and so and a lot of times in American broadcasts, you hear a lot of the American storylines, but sometimes there are crossover storylines from other countries that, like, for instance, I was watching the women's gymnastics yesterday, and they were talking about there's a young lady that plays for, or that is on the Brazilian national team, and she is, like, in terms of competition, Simone Biles is the greatest probably of all time. But she's right there. Like, she can compete with Simone on certain things. She's better at certain things than Simone is. But she's come back from like 3 or 4 different ACL tears in the same knee. And it's like those kind of things. She's an older gymnast, but she's like persevered from a lot of like crazy stuff. That to me are storylines that I'm like, man, I'm rooting for her. I hope she does well.
Yeah.
And
I'm pulling for Liberia.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I'll pull for it. That's what I was. There's a track and field. There's some young ladies on the track and field, other nations that I watch.
You see that video? The cameraman was like, get all up in the ass. And
they're all up in the.
I said, that dude didn't get fired for that, bro.
I mean, come on. Like, let's be real. That man is not doing that on accident, right? Like, that is not.
That man had to fire under the cheek angle. I said, wait a minute, bro. Bro, how nasty did you look in person? Like, down on the ground.
Was he like laying on his back, like
rolling? No, he probably like was laying on his stomach with his feet, his legs crossed to the back.
He had one of those little strollers that that you lay on the ground and you just roll.
Flatbed 4-wheeler. Gross as hell.
I'm here for the angles.
Yeah, man.
Here for the angles.
Any means necessary. Yeah, you seen that news clip where the cameraman didn't know he was recording? Or I bet he knew he was recording.
Oh no, the news anchor.
Man, that chick was so sick. I said, God damn. Then your boy had the camera just follow her everywhere.
Her everywhere she went.
Yeah, you better get fired.
It was clearly I guarantee you, like, as somebody who's been a part of productions before, more than likely what it was there's a continuity of shot where you, like, she's walking by and you, like, follow her.
But she was a TV shot, but they flipped to another camera.
The TV shot was her coming on the other, like, coming in from the front angle.
I got you.
There's raw footage of him continuing.
It was raw.
It was raw.
Them cheeks were cheeking. Them cheeks were fighting for position. I was like, God, sign me up. To the wrong business. Need to get on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, what's going on?
But no, man, that's what we do, though, man. Like Liberia. Shout out to Liberia, man. They look super awesome. They look amazing. The guys look like superheroes. One dude was looking like Cyclops. One dude was looking like Superman. Crazy. One girl was looking like Storm. This is lady with this huge afro, and it probably was 100% her real hair.
Yeah.
It was, oh, man. Shout out to Liberia.
Did you see the opening ceremonies?
No, I didn't. But LeBron was looking like Captain America.
Captain America, bro. I loved it. Like I've seen people take
it was awesome, bro.
The George Washington image where he's on the boat and he's got the flag like that. LeBron James doing it. Man, looked like a
superhero. And
superhero, man.
Hey, there are some awesome images that are coming out of these Olympics for sure.
Yes.
But both pictures, when it's LeBron, Coco, and is it Taylor? I can't remember, Maria Taylor or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the picture of like the whole team on the boat and LeBron's out in front with the flag or whatever. I was like, bro, that is fire, bro.
That is
like,
so. Yeah. Could you imagine? I mean, like the symbolicness of like being a flag bearer, like LeBron being. I mean, that is just crazy.
And that's the essence of sports, man. Like the physical competition of my country's most gifted individuals taking on all the other individuals in the world, and I'm the man that's out in front, and I'm this 6'9" god of a man. Like with this old man gray beard growing in, who just he looks like just this he looks like a superhero, but he looks like somebody.
He's a superhero. He looks like he's the guy that when he comes across the river and you're attacking something on a boat, like you're like, holy crap, man! Like I'm not messing with them. Like
right.
He's a specimen, man.
Right,
dude. It's crazy.
When you got Winnie and Gabriel with South Sudan. You have to find your most handsome, the most handsome athlete you can, the most manly man you can in LeBron James.
You ain't getting Pommel Horse Boy from United States to do that.
William Gabriel across the pond, bro. Yeah, that would not Liberia. These beautiful black people on this boat, bro. Now, you got to come hard. You got to pull out LeBron, man.
You got to bring LeBron out.
LeBron and Coco,
man.
Yeah, for sure. It should have been Asia, in my opinion. Asia or Simone Biles, in my opinion.
Could you imagine if it was Asia and LeBron?
Asia was like an Amazon avatar.
Amazon queen.
Hey, bro.
Oh, man. Yes.
Hey, Asia will probably be that person next time, though. It'll probably be Asia next time. Because Simone's done. She's not doing it again.
Right.
It'll probably be Asia, for sure. Asia and Jayson Tatum. I don't
know. No. Is Steve Kerr the coach? It won't be Jayson Tatum.
We'll talk about Jayson Tatum later on in the show. We'll talk about superheroes later in the show as well. Of course, Parish Sharkey is going to be here for the sit down with Sain. It's going to be a great fun show. It's the dog days of summer, y'all. So we're going to be a lot of playing, a lot of bullshitting going on for the rest of the summer. So gear up. Get in the comments and say, stick to sports. Hey,
stick to sports.
Just stick to sports. Hey, I got you. But if you want to talk about baseball trades, you want to talk about NFL, training camps, all that, on the Bluff with Gabe Kuhn and Christian Fowler are the place you need to go. Great shows over here.
They broke down position battles for Memphis going into the fall camp. Like, hey man,
check it out. The link is in the bio.
I'm like, hey,
you ain't getting that here.
No.
We're going to go to break, man. When we come back,
we talk about pennies, candles.
Pennies, candles, and ass shots. They're pulling for countries because they got bad women. Hey, bro, you know when the Olympics was in Brazil that time?
Yeah.
I said, bro, how does Brazil do? And they do stuff, the ceremonies, like stuff that's symbolic of the nation, right? I said, how does Brazil do a show? It doesn't involve porn stars. Like the whole country started coming to people. I had people calling me every version of a nigga they could in some other language.
Are you serious? Oh, man.
I was like, how can you not do Brazil without beautiful women and porn? And nobody would tear my ass.
They did not like that, did they? Oh, man.
All right, bro. The folks did a Passport Bros exhibit. Hey, man, we gotta take a break, man. We come back. My boy Parish Sharkey joins us for the sit down with Sain. We'll see you guys in a minute.
I'm looking for the whole O-line first. Xavier Hill will start along the O-line somewhere. He's played some left tackle, some right guard, some left guard. He is going to get a bunch of playing time.
I think you have to be, if you're a Memphis fan, you have to be very pleased with what's left on the offensive line, meaning the guys that are coming back, and then also what they brought in. Like that's one of that and the secondary are the positions they hit the hardest, and you can throw linebacker in there as well.
I mean, the truth of it is you lost in an offseason. Jacob Likes, 4-year starter. McKylan Pounders, 2-year starter, and a left tackle. You lost Davion Carter, starting right guard, starter for 2 years. A lot of teams, especially in the group of 5, would flail around the next year trying to replace those guys. But it feels like they have just so many able bodies that you almost feel better potentially about what this O-line could be compared to even a year ago.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Do you expect a Kennard deal to happen relatively soon now that this do you think we can get a Kennard deal before the end of the week?
I mean, I feel hesitant to say.
I
mean,
know it's been so long. I don't know.
There's been so many things, and I sent this to you and Rusty when the Tyus Jones news broke that he was choosing that he chose Phoenix over Memphis. I was like, well, this is probably what was holding it up. But not even a week ago, I sent the same message after Zaire Williams was traded. Like, okay, now it makes all the sense in the world. Now sign him. And he didn't. So now it's just like, okay, they were just negotiating with Tyus, hoping to get the call from Tyus, and he's chose Phoenix. So now Luke will sign. Luke's going to sign.
Here, maybe he's waiting on what's his name, Mamadi Diaz. Maybe they're waiting to waive him, so they've got $2 more million to take.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just saying he's saying you just take your time and whatever money you've got, it's mine. You know.
Tune in to The Daily Grind with your host, Luke Hatmaker, every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. Y'all know how we do each and every Wednesday, man. Got my guy Parish Sharkey, man. He's the Memphis Grizzlies beat writer for Bluff City Media. Not much Grizzlies stuff to talk about since the last time we had one of these. We have Olympic basketball stuff to talk about, man. We're gonna run through this real quick with my guy, man. Number one, man, when it comes down to Olympic basketball, one of the big stories that came out was the fact that Jayson Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton aren't playing at all, right? And I'll just say this right here, man. The level of disrespect towards Jayson Tatum is absolutely crazy. You're talking about a guy who, and I don't even understand where the hate comes from. You're talking about a guy whose game has been over-dissected. Like I always say all the time, him and Jaylen Brown have been victims of their own success. For being a good team, their rookie in second year.
19 and 20 years old.
Yeah, going to the conference finals in Jayson Tatum's rookie year and being a good team in the East, very good team in the East this whole time. They've been victims of their own success. They finally get over the hump, win the championship. People are still being divisive, still trying to talk bad about them. Jaylen Brown didn't even make the Olympic team. Jayson Tatum's not playing in the Olympics game one. I've never seen anybody disrespect as much as him. And I believe my boy and them, I think it's just going to make it worse for the league.
Yeah.
Season starts. You know, it's constant jokes about him not playing at all these type of things. What are your thoughts on the level of disrespect that are going out towards Jayson Tatum? It's one of those things where, to me, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. So what are your thoughts on Jayson Tatum and just his level of disrespect ever since he won that first championship?
Yeah. First up, when it first happened, when he didn't play, right? I was kind of split. First, it was noticeable. It's like, dang, Jayson Tatum didn't play. But they won by 30. Kevin Durant came back. Somebody's going to lose minutes, right? But when you think about it, like, dang, they losing minutes to their teammate. Like, both Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown are the best two players on the Celtics, and their two teammates are playing more than they are in the Olympics. So then you just think, okay, positionally, Jayson Tatum plays the same position as Kevin Durant, LeBron, all that, right? Then again, Steve Kerr started in 3 guards. And what my initial thought when he came out of starting lineup was like, damn, KD didn't start? Like, I thought KD was going to start. Then you would put one of the guards, whoever you choose between Jrue Holiday and Devin Booker, back off the bench. In that case, guess what? That's the backup point guard. Whichever you decide to be the backup point guard between them two, then you can insert Jayson Tatum along with Anthony Edwards, Bam, and AD. And then Derek White is the one who doesn't play, right? Along with Tyrese Halliburton. But Steve Kerr like these small lineups. He's going to stick with their 3 guards. And unfortunately, Jayson Tatum was the one who lost minutes because of it, because you ain't kept, for obvious reasons, Kevin Durant showed you why he. And
it's crazy, man. If you're going to bring KD off the bench, which makes a lot of sense, Tatum could have started at the 3 instead of Devin Booker.
Or that, exactly. Or even that.
Devin Booker's one of those guys that's deeply ingrained in USA basketball, so he's going to be there forever. But I just don't understand, like, I'm not gonna act like I don't understand how good Devin Booker is, but his game just doesn't translate to international basketball to me. Like it never has. I don't get it. Like I think he's a great player. I think he's a great NBA player, but his game is just not an international game to me. But yeah, you spoke about Kevin Durant coming out the bench, right? Let's talk about KD's legacy. I think he became the all-time. I think he's the all-time leading scorer in USA basketball history. Yeah. All those type of things. And I put a tweet out and I said, Kevin Durant is probably the greatest player with no blemishes, no off-the-court blemishes, no shame, no scandal, none of those type of things, whose legacy still has major blemishes on it. And it all goes back to his path of how he decided to go, who he's going to play for, right? Yeah. And we look at LeBron James' decision, who it started off being negatively criticized, and it kind of made him become who he is today. And it's kind of added to his legacy that he's been this good, and he's led teams, just so many different teams to championships, right? Yeah. And how, because I even put a tweet out and I was talking about how the super team thing doesn't work, right? And that the super team, so when has it ever worked? And the only exceptions were like Kawhi and them and LeBron. You know what I mean? Like different teams that had LeBron on them, and the Kawhi Leonard year for a team that definitely had continuity on their Raptors team, and then added Kawhi Leonard or whatever, but everything else was LeBron. Yeah. So where do you put? What do you think about what KD's legacy will be when he's done?
I mean, general media is going to if he don't get another ring, it's going to be tainted by general media, right? But real hoop heads like myself, like us, I think we're going to look at him pretty high, right? I think I had to do a ranking blindly. I would say if he's not top 10, he right at the edge, right nipping, tucking, top 15, right? Top 20, definitely. But yeah, probably top 15, probably bottom half, top 10. But I have to actually list out players and do all of that, right? But yeah, Kevin Durant, greatness. It took him, he joined Golden State, won 2 championships. That Golden State team just lost. Yeah, they won 73 games, but they blew a 3-1 series lead. And in my opinion, and this is my personal opinion, I didn't think Golden State was going to win again after that. The reason why, they was about to pay. If Kevin Durant didn't come, they was going to pay Harrison Barnes. The same Harrison Barnes who missed all his 3 points from games 5, 6, and 7 of that same series, they was about to sign him to a max contract. If they did that, Golden State was, in my opinion, Golden State wasn't returning. So they needed the Kevin Durant move needed to happen for them too. So they both needed each other in that moment. So however you want to slice it, and Kevin Durant was the best player on the team. Yes, Steph Curry was the leader, or Draymond was the emotional leader. Steph Curry was just a general leader. Kevin Durant won the 2 Finals MVPs. He was the best player, right? Yes, Golden State did win years later, which proves Steph's greatness. KD, unfortunately, injuries caught him. That Brooklyn team, in my opinion, the year they lost to Giannis, they were going to win the championship. They was going to roll through the whole playoffs. But Kyrie and James Harden both got hurt. James Harden had hamstring, Kyrie had an ankle injury, missed the rest of the series. And it still took Kevin Durant stepping on the line, toe foot on the line, game-winning shot for them to lose that series to Milwaukee. So injuries have definitely played a factor. Also in OKC, his OKC years, injuries played a factor. That year when Patrick Beverly hurt Russell Westbrook and the Grizzlies beat them in the second round because Russell Westbrook wasn't playing. I thought they had a legit shot that year. But yeah, Kevin Durant, man, his greatness, all the Olympics he won. He does have 2 championships. Half he won it. Hey, I saw him in the NBA Finals outduel LeBron 1-on-1. I know what I saw. He's one of the greatest players ever.
Yeah, and you kind of make, even though I put the tweet out, even just sitting and listening to you talk, I'm like, if KD had a legacy where he stayed with Oklahoma City and won a couple of championships or won one or whatever, how much up or down would he have moved anyway? You know what I mean? Like, it's just an interesting conversation. I just think, regardless of where you put him, 1 through 10 or whatever, I just think his reception is just altered by the way that he went about doing things.
Right. Which is crazy because, I know his differences, right? Because LeBron formed the team and Kevin Durant joined the team. But in a sense, he still did not the same exact thing, but he did something similar of caliber, right? Of LeBron going. Because LeBron go to these teams and then he forces trades, right? He creates these super teams himself. Kevin Durant just ended up joining one instead of forming one, which he started to do after he left Golden State. So I guess the difference is when LeBron came back to Cleveland, he won. Then he won with the Lakers. Kevin Durant left and hasn't won. So that's probably the biggest difference. He hasn't won since he's left Golden State, and that's what's hurting him.
Another thing I want to talk about too, of course, one of the guys who we've seen do his thing on the court, but off the court, airplane talks or boat talks, wherever they were. My boy Anthony Edwards just shooting off, man, talking about he could beat the ladies on the table tennis team. And I
thought you just said he could score 1 point, or he said he can win, but Steph Curry switched.
He would not beat him 21-0. Anthony Edwards, I love you, brother, but let me be the one to tell you, you would get 21-0 spanked by the win.
He went to support him too. I saw him at the chain and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Anthony Edwards is tripping, man. That's my guy though, but that's what he's gonna do. Hey, but man. he also leads my next question for you, and also my final question for you. When we talk about 2028, which has to come, man, we're gonna have 2028 Olympic Games, 2028 basketball team. You won't have Steph Curry, you won't have Kevin Durant. You definitely won't have LeBron James. Probably won't have Anthony Davis even on that team. What is that 2000? Yeah, Joel Embiid hopefully won't be there. What does that team look like? And when you look at the big men that are up next, right, you kind of got to hope that a Donovan Clingan pans out, right? Or that Khalil Ware pans out. Or Jared Allen still has some goal left for him. Yeah. You know, these type of things because, you got Paolo, who's like more of a forward than anything. You got Chet Holmgren, of course, Jaren Jackson Jr.
What's my other guy name from Cleveland? Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley, right? It's looking kind of, but you also look on the other end, the guys like Jokic will be 4 years older or whatever in 4 years. So what does Team USA basketball look like for you in 2028?
I think that'd be fine. I think when you think of big men, so think about like these real big men, right? Mm-hmm. Joel Embiid, defensively I think he's doing okay. But overall, we can do without. Low key, we can do without, right?
Right.
You got Bam AD. Do I think Jaren and Evan Mobley, a combination of Jaren, Evan Mobley, even Paolo, because he's going to play 3 forward. Do I think they can kind of provide what they provide? Yeah, Jaren is the defensive player of the year. Evan Mobley was second or third. He was in the finalists for that same defensive player of the year as Jaren. So, yeah, they can provide the same or similar, close to what Anthony Davis and Bam is doing, right? And guards, you loaded. You got Ja Morant going to be on that team. You got Anthony Edwards going to be on the team. Mm-hmm. Shit, Devin Booker just might be back in 4 years, right? He ain't going to eat that though. Like Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown revenge tour. If they decide.
The point guard from New York is going to be there.
Yeah, there you go. Jalen Brunson. That whole, like I said, Paolo. Like Paolo is cold, bro. Like,
hey, what's my boy? Cooper Flag going to be in that joint.
Cooper Flag. It's more so who you gonna have as the. I guess that's why Devin Booker would have to be there. And Anthony Edwards, you need someone who's previously played on the Olympic team to provide that veteran because there's a different game, not too different. It's still basketball at the end of the day, but it is a form of basketball that most of them players hadn't played in the actual Olympics yet. Now, hopefully. What USA needs to do, they need to get most of these players, and hopefully they can agree to it. That's probably their struggle now. Is to play on the FIBA teams, because the thing the other countries have the advantage on, the continuity. They all have the chemistry once they get to the Olympics, and USA always it's a whole different team outside Anthony Edwards and
they do need to get them to say, "Look, y'all, let's run this twice."
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. I totally agree. I don't want to see. I don't know, the Thompson twins.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want this to like the TBT, man. Come on.
Right. You saw Eric Bledsoe playing this joint.
Yeah, man. I don't want to see no. I want to see Zaire Williams on the FIBA team, but don't do it.
Please.
Don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, man, we're about to take a break, man. This is my boy, Parish Sharkey, as always. He joins us each and every Wednesday. About to take a break. When we come back, man, it's a 3-pointer here on the Anthony Sain Show. See you guys in a minute.
Every American Olympic athlete in their welcome gift bag is getting a Penny Hardaway 1-cent candle. Have you guys seen this?
No, that's amazing.
I think that's awesome.
I mean, the marketing
How bad
of
is that?
is incredible.
I mean, I'm about to buy a 1-cent candle right now.
We've grown up watching and paying attention to Penny Hardaway. He's been the coach of the University of Memphis for 6-7 years, and so you're like, you kind of get used to having him around, kind of get used to him being the face of the college, and then you read things like this, and you're like, what the hell, dude? Like, this dude is like a monster like, you know what I'm saying? In the sports world, Penny Hardaway is that guy. Like, it's just, he's got a daggum candle in the welcome package in the Paris Olympics.
That is wild.
Crazy.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Since I've lived here, I get one question all the time. Have you met Barack Obama yet? You play golf all the time. And so it finally happened. I got a chance to meet him. I kind of say I turned into like, it was like a fanboy. And the one thing he said to me was, oh, I hear you're the guy I got to play golf with because you got a good golf game.
Yeah.
You're damn right. When we going to play?
When are we going to play? Here, give me your number.
He had the pimp walk. He still had the little strut. Gave me the dap. There's no moments, you meet people and it's like, oh, that's cool. We got to meet such and such. That was cool, man. But it's not nothing. It's like man, it's still just a person. This was different. This was like, hi, my name is Bevan Knight. Yeah, inside it's like, but outside it's like, yeah, oh yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. Time for the three-pointer, man. We've talked about three things going on in the world of sports. We're going to kind of keep this joint Olympic-centric, man. You know
it's fun. The Olympics are great, man. I'm loving it.
Oh, and why are we talking about that too, bro? Shout out to Peacock, because their presentation is freaking
crazy,
awesome.
Dude.
The fact that I can go in, watch old stuff that I missed, and watch stuff live, and it's streaming looking good. I ain't got to be trying to find – I'm not at the mercy of what NBC or whatever want to show me. And
right.
Coverage this year is better than ever because it's – in the past, you had it on different things. You can go on websites and watch, but no, Peacock, shout out to y'all. But the three-pointer, man, we're going to talk about three things going on in the world of sports. Number one, man, the question I got, brother, is why is Chase Budinger this damn cold?
What the hell?
Bro, hey, I would tell you, man, I remember there was a rumor about Chase Budinger coming to the Grizzlies when he played for Minnesota. And I was all in.
And I was cool. Yeah, 100% cool.
Shoot, he was athletic. He was a big wing.
Yeah.
I was a Chase Budinger guy, man. And to see him probably, 10 years removed from the NBA, and he looks like the atypical beach volleyball player, bro.
Yeah.
Stupid athletic as well. It's like he looks unfair out there for real. But because I remember when, my daughter Sabrina played volleyball, and just the level of athleticism some of those ladies have, man. It just, and the guys as well. Because I remember every now and again when we would go on out of town tournaments, we would see some boys teams, right? Because most of the teams in Memphis are girls teams, like even little kid teams. They're intramural, but they're intergender, but mostly maybe one boy in the whole city. I remember one boy was on Sabrina's team. Nobody else had boys in their team. But when we would go out of town, we would see teams that had all boys, right? And them little dudes was cold as hell, bro. You know what I mean? Bro. And Chase Budinger looks like a god amongst men out there for real, playing beach volleyball. So shout out to him. I don't know how he's able to maintain his athleticism and just being in shape because he's got to be close to 40 years old.
I mean, he's probably our age. Let me see. Chase Budinger.
I think he's younger than us.
Is he younger than us a little bit?
Chase Budinger. He's probably younger. No, he's probably about our age. Yeah.
He's 36.
Oh, for real? Damn.
So he's much younger. Yeah.
I'm 36. But yeah.
36.
Shout out to Chase Budinger. Chasing the goal, just looking like the true golden boy beach volleyball player. Looks like somebody straight out of Point Blank, the movie.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Point Break, I mean.
Point Break, yeah.
Yeah, look at somebody like straight out of the movie. And go USA, man.
Man, I'll tell you what, it has been a blast. Like getting into volleyball the way that I have it this year with my daughter playing.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't.
Volleyball's Sayla asked me yesterday, my daughter asked me yesterday, she's like, what's your favorite sport to watch right now? And I said, right now? Volleyball and she's like, over basketball? And I'm like, let me tell you, man, volleyball is crazy.
As a volleyball dad, man, yes. And the thing is, like, about volleyball, it's such a strange sport because it seems like it's set up to be a sport that could yield to so much shit talking, but there's zero.
There's
shit
zero.
Because I'm literally face to face with you. I could get this net and say you dog breath bitch. Like I can say this every time to the girls on the other side. And I never saw girls.
Never saw anybody do that. You don't do that. It's just
even when girls would spike on somebody, they would even look. They'd turn them. You turn the other way, start high fiving their teammates. Then after every play, everybody's high fiving and tapping butts, and they're like, no, bro. Like you never. It's like the pageantry of it is still pure. Man.
Yes.
It's weird, man. And soccer's the same way, bro. Like the fact, like at the 901 FC games, how they come out with the little kids and they bow to the other team, and then after the game, they walk up holding hands to the crowd and bow. Like, bro, this is some weird shit. But it's fire, though. It still got that package to it. Yeah. And like I said, volleyball is definitely one of those sports as well. As a volleyball dad, it's weird because they don't talk. They don't talk. Yeah, they're literally face to face with the girls on the other side. They never say anything. You can crazy looks, not
crazy stuff if you wanted to, but you don't.
I've seen girls get up and just spike. Bro, I was at one of Sabrina's game. A girl spiked and knocked the girl's wig off her head. Nobody said a thing. Like you seen girls get their stuff blocked. They never say anything crazy to them. No crazy stare downs or nothing. This is a very ladyish game for sure. And in gentlemen's game, you don't see guys talking across the net at all, which I don't get it. It seems volleyball seems like one of them sports. If I'm spiking on you, bro, I'm talking big shit.
I'm talking big shit.
I'm coming under the net on your side talking shit.
Yeah, stay on your side, Sain. Oh, my bad.
I'm coming rolling under the net. Yeah, motherfucker, you motherfucker. I'm sliding on that jet like Tony Allen going first team doing push-ups under the net.
But it's crazy, man. Like seeing Chase out there play, man, because he is a elite athlete, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
And to see him transition to represent the country playing volleyball is just beach volleyball is crazy.
Who else can do that, bro? Who else in the league could go play another sport and be an Olympian?
I would say, man, I look at it because
water polo.
Right. Yeah. Could you? Okay. What sport? Let me ask you a different, because I think a lot of professional NBA players could probably, if they put their mind and soul into something else, they could probably do it. But what sport would you not participate in if you like? What Olympic sport would you say? I'm not doing this. If you had to choose.
I wouldn't do nothing like no pole vaulting and no shit like that. That shit look crazy.
Yeah.
That shit like, nah, I'm too up in the air.
I mean, could you imagine playing water polo?
Nah, I wouldn't do nothing. I can't swim, bro. Look like
could you imagine? You have to tread water for literally an hour. Like, no way, dude.
No, that shit look hard.
Yeah,
it looked good watching it on TV, but I don't think I could do that shit.
No,
I'm good, bro. I wouldn't do that weightlifting stuff. I'm so afraid of lifting something that heavy and it dropping, like cutting me in half. Like
taking your neck off. Oh, I'm still recovering from it. I deadlifted some weight 3 weeks ago, and I'm still recovering from it. Man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But shout out to Chase Budinger. Number 2, Coco Gauff, man, my girl. Went down in a blaze of glory, man. She lost to somebody. It don't even matter what this lady's name is, man. Shout out to her, though. I don't even know what country she represents. But she got Coco Gauff up out of here. My girl said she was cheating. Guess what, Kenny? I don't know if she was or not.
I don't know either. I don't know,
man. I don't know. But what she's saying is that the ref, to my understanding, she's saying that the ref made the call before she even made contact with the ball, and that's why she hit the ball into the net.
Right.
And if that's true, I mean, I get it. Some people are saying that what she's saying isn't valid, and that they're saying, like, look, I'm a Coco Gauff fan, but that's just not what happened.
Okay.
And that's what people are saying. I don't know. I didn't see it. But Coco Gauff, one of the greats, the flag bearer on the ladies' side.
What she's saying, though, is that the same thing happened
in Paris,
for the French Open a few weeks ago on the exact same court.
Right.
So I don't think she's come out and said they're against me here in Paris and they want to see me lose.
Right.
But I think that's kind of the natural assumption that, man, maybe this is.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like, though, man. Like, it's kind of, on our show we can have conversations that make people uncomfortable, but they're just real conversations. A lot of times when you see a tall black woman, athletic black woman doing these things, her complaining comes off different than, some small, petite white lady doing it or white man doing it. Like I sat and watched John McEnroe and all these other guys like act a complete fool, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like this. But Coco Gauff is getting like this, oh, she's a baby and stop crying. Like, no, bro, still a lady at the end of the day, man. It's okay if she cries, okay, fine.
The worst is Serena Williams. The way Serena Williams was treated in her
trash.
Do you remember the I think it was I don't remember what tournament it was, maybe the US Open. She got upset with a line judge, and she like yelled at the line judge, and the line judge basically said she cussed her out and kicked her or something like that. And it was just like, it's on national TV. Like, that did not happen.
Yeah. But yeah, Coco Gauff goes down. She's still alive in the doubles competition and all that type of stuff. But yeah, she's out of here as far as the singles are concerned. Number 3, Clark Kent up in this joint. If you watching the men's gymnastics, you seen my guy out there, man. You seen him, bro. You seen him. Can't remember his name. Wait for Ken to pull his name.
Hold on. I'm trying to get it right now. I didn't know we were doing this one. Clark Kent of United States Gymnastics.
Hey, forget that. I got something else to talk about.
All right, we'll do another one. Yeah, sorry. I didn't know we were doing that one.
But yeah, check out the white dude, man. Out there on the vault. I mean,
the pommel horse. The pommel horse.
Yeah, pommel. Yeah.
Man came out. That's all he does. And he looks like Clark Kent when he's on the sidelines. He takes off his uniform, comes out and wins medals, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's what he do. Yeah, but number 3. Why y'all bullshitting with the 3-on-3, man? Why we can't get some real hoopers to get out there for the 3-on-3, bro? Who out there? Jimmy Fredette and who, man?
Rick Barry's son apparently is on the team.
Oh, we couldn't get Austin Rivers. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Who else?
Gilbert Arenas. Let Gilbert come out and play, man.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, get the podcasters. Get the podcast. Yeah, you got Gilbert, you got Kevin Garnett. Who else you got? Paul Pierce, Shaq. Like, what are these doing?
Yeah.
Draymond, like, why we can't, bro? You telling me come on, bro? Like, I know this isn't the 5-on-5, men's United States basketball team, but you telling me there aren't, like, bro? Why are we screwing around with the big 3? Don't none of y'all want to go represent the nation?
Right.
What does Michael Super Cool Beasley do? Super Cool Beasley.
Could you imagine if it was Beasley, Fredette, and damn, who else could it be?
Steve Francis. Allen Iverson. Like, for real, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing, bro? Like why then I'm watching the Big 3 game, right? And not Catino Mobley. That's another Big 3 vet. Gary Payton's getting into it with God damn, who was Gary Payton?
Vernon Maxwell.
No, some dude is playing. I'm like, bro, what am I watching, bro? Like, why y'all ain't competing? Ice Cube, come on, man, do better, bro. Why? It seems like Ice Cube would be all in this. Like, man, let me give y'all the representatives for Team USA 3-on-3. It seems like Ice Cube should be all in on this.
Like, for instance, another example of that is Dana White is in with the United States Olympic Committee to get MMA in the Olympics.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'll give y'all fighters, man. Like, from, whatever. Ice Cube should do the same thing with the 3-on-3.
Ice Cube should be all in on this. Like, why is Jimmer Fredette and Rick Barry's son out there? Come on, bro. What is Glenn Robinson III doing?
What's his name? Chris Anderson and
man.
Get Chris Anderson.
Come on, man.
Tony Allen out there.
Yeah, Tony Allen. What are we talking? Zebo. Come on, man. What's the dude's name that was playing point guard for the Grizzlies? It was driving everybody crazy. The year before we got Jaren. Sheldon Mack, man. Well, come on.
Oh, man. Yeah, Sheldon Mack. Yep.
And speaking of 3-on-3 tournament, man, that TBT shit ain't that crucial, bro. Like,
Kentucky,
y'all about to fight. Y'all got former pros out there, man. Y'all fighting for a combined $5,000.
Let me tell you something. I covered the first ever TBT.
Yeah,
that was here in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
I covered a few more after that. Can I just tell you, man? Like, I'm a big believer in like energy around certain things. The energy in that TBT is crazy to me. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like watching it. I don't like. I am not a fan of that whole entire thing, and I don't know why.
Hey, I got a why.
Why?
Here you go. Cause all season Sain, he gonna dig into some race.
Let's go. Let's go.
It kind of speaks to the level of that the typical college fan has. Well, let me say not typical. That a lot of college fans have of we own these guys. Like not like these are our guys, like for life. And I think that's cool, but it's really not though, bro. like, because just like yesterday, the Kentucky team,
right, and the Louisville team
got into it, right, and I'm watching like former pros,
like
guys who are names, recognizable names,
right.
You know, from Kentucky and Louisville days. And for nostalgia's sake, that's cool or whatever. Guys got into it. And I see guys, they're hyping up the crowd. The crowd's getting into it. And, you know, you got some Kentucky fans there. You got Louis, like the biggest crowd ever. All these type of things, right? But I'm like, bro, pardon my French, pardon my American, pardon my South Memphis, but if y'all wasn't playing basketball like in that arena, or this is happening in a park, or this is just happening somewhere and y'all just got to fight, y'all niggas will be in jail, bro. Like, it's like these people are cheering y'all on. Like, yo, you're fighting for Kentucky, but man, Kentucky don't fool with you that much. Like, if you were the basketball player, bro, you would be in jail. Like, if you were the basketball player, if you're the Harrison twins walking around, or what's my boy's name who played for Louisville, played for the Clippers, NBA 6-man of the year a few years ago. Good God, man.
Is he playing on this Louisville team?
Yeah, it was him, Lou Will, and
I know who you're talking about.
Good God, man.
Anyway, yeah.
If he was walking down your street, half them Louisville fans, if you didn't play basketball, they'd be terrified if they saw you walking down the street, bro. And it's like, that's what I get from it, like, because it's almost like it's a lifelong attachment. Or I'm not saying nostalgia is bad. Like, if there was like with the all Tiger teams, we get into that though. But it's I speak all the time about the whole gladiator Coliseum effect that fans have sometimes with these athletes, man. It's just toxic as hell to me. But it's like, bro, them folks don't really love you like that, bro.
But it's interesting. I would want to have you ever had a conversation? I'd love to have a conversation with a guy like that, like Andrew or Aaron Harrison. Is it Aaron? Aaron?
Andrew and Aaron.
Oh, you're talking about Montrell.
Montrezl Harrell. Yeah.
Listen, let's be real. Montrell Harrell he gets into it with a lot of folks, even
right. And if you saw that dude down the street bucking, bro, you calling the police. You ain't saying let's go Cardinals. You know what I mean? Like,
but it's like
this is crazy, bro.
It's one of those things where it's like I'd love to have a conversation with those guys and be like, is your infatuation with the school as deep as the school's infatuation is with you, right? Like, or do you feel that level of ownership towards, because like even in this whole article that they wrote about this TBT thing, they said, I mean, you're talking about pros that are on this team. Montrezl Harrell, you got Willie Cauley-Steins playing for the Kentucky team. You got the Harrison twins. You got a bunch of dudes that are playing for these teams that played the highest level basketball possible.
Should there be a qualification level? Should you be overqualified for this, bro?
I think so.
Like, where does this leave the Chris Crawfords of the world? Or the,
right.
You know what I mean? Come on, bro. That guy go play against Montrezl Harrell was NBA 6-man of the year like 3 years ago.
Like 3 years ago. We're talking about. But it's crazy.
Coleman, you know what I mean? Like, what are the Will Cobras of the world supposed to do, bro?
Get bounced in the first round, apparently. God.
They didn't have a team this year, though, huh?
No, they didn't have a team.
Oh, okay.
After last year's debacle, I don't think they would.
Man, I thought them boys were going to do something last year, bro.
Yeah. But I just get.
Go ahead, what you was saying, my bad.
I just wonder, like, even in this conversation, they're like, it's basically a fight between Louisville and Kentucky in the rivalry. They talk about how it started and all this kind of stuff. And there's a Kentucky player that's literally saying on the thing, he's like, it's going to be L's down always, which is Louisville down. It's like Texas horn down, like it's Louisville down. And it's like super offensive to Louisville fans, Louisville players. And he's like, this man's a grown professional.
This stuff just seems like it has an expiration date. Like, once I leave that school.
Does it?
I don't know, man.
I want to know, though, because like I want to ask Will Coleman, does your, like, when you were on, has your like love and dedication to the program, to the city, to the University of Memphis changed since you left the University of Memphis? Or is it always going to be
even be that for him?
For Memphis?
That's another thing too. Like, who, like, I say this all the time and people get mad when I say it, but like, to me, a rivalry can't be one-sided. If it's 100%. A rivalry, both sides have to hate each other, right?
Right.
That stuff we saw last night, that's Louisville, Louisville, Kentucky hatred. Who hates Memphis as much as we hate them? And if it is, it's probably some team that we really don't give a shit about. Like
UAB. UAB.
We don't give a shit about who they are.
We used to say it was Louisville back in the
Louisville don't give a
day,
shit about
but they don't care because they haven't played them in so long.
Right.
But if it is crazy, I don't know, but I would want to know. Like
when it was Calipari versus Rick Pitino.
Oh
was,
yeah.
Who would be that for Will Coleman's era of team? Like who would be
UAB? The Hand of God. Have you not seen that the Hand of God picture from UAB when they went to UAB and got? I mean, I'm talking like almost like the Malice at the Palace type situation at UAB.
I think I remember that when
Pierre Henderson Niles.
Pierre Henderson Niles, yeah.
The Hand of
Speaking
God.
of Hand of God, man. Shout out to my boy Danny Barlow, the left hand of God, bro.
Let's go.
When
Hey,
is fight this?
August 10th.
Yeah, I gotta watch that jump for real.
Yeah, man. It's in Vegas. The man's ready. We might have sat down with him today.
For real?
Yeah.
Who
man.
show he gonna be on?
He's not on the show. We did a 1-on-1 with him.
Oh, that was up.
Guess what?
Well, you interviewed.
No. Gabe
What?
did.
Well, he gonna be on Gabe's show then, right?
He's gonna be. It's just a 1-on-1 standalone interview
Oh, bet.
with Left Hand of God. It's gonna be dope. The dude is one of those inspirational people I've ever heard talk in my
Y'all
entire
should
life.
have put me on that show.
I know.
What's it like being a
Yeah.
real nigga from Memphis? Big state. See, Gabe can't ask that man that type of question, bro. Come on, man.
It was wild to hear him discuss.
But that's all I got, though. I can't talk UFC with him at all.
Yeah, it was wild to hear him discuss his motivation.
Yeah.
And he got super emotional, bro. It was
For
awesome.
real?
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, when they come on?
I'm gonna try to get it out as soon as possible.
Oh, man, God damn it. Y'all better quit playing, man. Danny Barlow, left hand of God, bro.
That man, Gabe got in there with him.
For real? Emotional? Stop.
Huh?
He got emotional with him? Crying and shit?
No, he got into the ring with him
For real? Oh, bro, that's cold. When did y'all come out?
as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm glad I went to party. I would have offered nothing but Danny. What's it like being a real nigga from Memphis? That's all I would have had, bro. That's all, man.
Hey, Gabe's a
Imagine the
gangster.
preview.
Gabe is a gangster. He took kicks from Danny Barlow.
For real? Hey, imagine that preview though, bro. Tomorrow, Bluff City Media has a sit-down interview with Danny Barlow. Danny Barlow, what's it like being a real nigga from Memphis?
That would be it, right? That'd be the preview.
The teaser. These questions and more. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
man.
Gabe did a much better job than I would have done with Danny Barlow, man. But yeah, we're about to take a break.
These summer shows are wild, dude.
Oh, they gonna get wild. Left hand to God.
Man's a beast, bro. Man's a beast.
Oh, yeah, man, my hero, bro. For real. Danny Barlow, my guy. I want to meet the man for real. Yeah, Gabe did a much better job. I would have had nothing else to talk to that brother about. Because when I was doing the interviews, I was struggling. Like, all right, bro. Kenny was in my ear like Cyrano Diversiak.
Ask him about
About the left tiddlywink drop that he put on.
Right. The arm bar.
Right.
Yeah.
So you did the handlebar connection.
Oh, that's so
hip
funny.
bone to the leg bone.
So funny.
Gotta take a break, man. When we come back, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. With Inside the Same Brain. We'll see you guys.
Known hater on Jake LaRavia on this show and others, and he proved to me that I think he's got some tricks up his sleeve, things in the bag that can translate to an NBA roster. You never want to overreact on Summer League, as my colleague here famously says all the time. You only overreact in Summer League if they're bad. I'm looking at you, Alex Sarr. Jake LaRavia looked good. When he was on the floor, particularly in that championship game, he looked like the best player on the floor, even when Gigi was out there. LaRavia proved to me that he could be a serviceable NBA player after what has been a rocky start due to injuries and just not really seeing him at all.
He's 6'7". He's got good size. He's got a good build. He's strong, but he just hadn't been able to stay healthy. In a league where nothing is more valuable than size and shooting on the wing, like you've got to try to keep him. I hope there's nothing that will make or break like Jake LaRavia more than just general health.
Tune in to the $2 Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann every Friday at 3 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
John Morant had it was a Hall of Fame day for him at Murray State.
Right.
That's a Murray State kind of thing. The NBA stuff we're gonna
You got your possibly your first actual look at the Ja 2s.
Yeah,
at
man, he
the Hall of
looked
Fame
so
service?
good. He just looked
Yeah.
like a good ambassador just for everything. Like
Yeah.
he just looked really well put together and like a G. I was really excited to see him.
Yeah. And the shoes looked really cool too.
And the shoes look fly.
Because I was really scared at some of those leaks that they were going to be awful.
Man, because the Jaw ones were so good, good.
So
Like
good.
every single, like every one of them are good. They're just all good. It would be really crappy if the Jaw 2s were just like,
Yeah, awful.
Tune into the Daily Grind with your host, Loot Hatmaker, every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show, man. Here with my guy Kenny Stubblefield, my guy Parish Sharkey. Kenny got me hanging off the edge of the screen again. Flip your boy, man. I feel so strange when I'm not. There it is.
That's my fault. That's my fault. Anthony about to fall off.
I really feel like I'm about to fall off the screen.
Yeah.
But
My bad.
but yeah,
My bad.
I'm in there trying to, whoa. Trying to hold
Especially with the mic.
Yeah, exactly, man. But yeah, inside the same brain, we talk about something that's on a brother's mind. What's clearly been on my mind for the last couple of weeks is Marvel is up to a lot of stuff, man. I went to Deadpool and Wolverine with my daughter Sabrina. Just a little quick backstory. Me and Sabrina have been going to all these movies ever since the first Iron Man. And I've dated several women since then, never been on a date to none of these movies, never seen any of these movies except for Sabrina. And one other person, Josh Forbes is the other person I went to one of these with, Kenny Stubblefield. We had some movie passes and went to one very early, but that's the only time me and my wife at the time never went. I've only went to these with my daughter Sabrina, right? During the pandemic, we went to drive-in movies and watched them. Like we had to have the movie theater experience for all these movies as much as we could. And we kept that tradition together alive for Deadpool and Wolverine. Very good movie. I'm not gonna spoil it, except for I'll just say this: Marvel was spamming the nostalgia, and I'm here for it. Like they were spamming the nostalgia, man. Everything you want to see aesthetically was in this movie. I'm not gonna get into anything else other than it was, and this is something else too. I don't know how y'all watch movies, how y'all consume movies or whatever. But when I go to the movies and watch movies like these Marvel movies, I try to watch as little trailers as I can. I've even watched some of them and didn't see and managed to not see any trailers. Because to me, the less I know, I don't even want to know who the villain is. I don't want to see the characters in their costume. I want to see all that for the first time at the movie theater.
Oh wow!
I didn't really intentionally do this with this Wolverine movie this time, but it was a lot of stuff I didn't know coming into it. And when I say it makes the experience so much better when you have no clue, I mean like lower level movies I've seen that were fire because I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't know what was coming.
Interesting.
So I was like, oh shit, they got so and so here. Oh, like all that kind of. It's much better when you don't watch the trailer because they give away so much stuff in the trailers. But while I was there, I did also see the trailer for Captain America, Brave New World. They got the new Captain America now, where Sam Wilson or Falcon is Captain America now, and it's got your boy Esposito. I can't remember his name. The black dude. I can't think of his name. Older cat. He's about 50, 60 some years old. I can't think of his name for nothing. Anyway, I don't know, some Esposito. He's playing some character I never heard of, Sidewinder or something. I don't know. And
Giancarlo, the guy from Breaking Bad, Giancarlo Esposito.
Something like that, yeah. Him, yeah. But yeah, they got him in there, and they got this other black dude that was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, who Kenny Stubblefield plays a character that was the original Captain America before Captain America in a failed experiment where the government was using black people to test as test subjects for the Captain America serum. There was this black dude that's still alive who's got the serum running through his veins. He's an older ass man, but they got him. They debuted him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But he's gonna be in this movie too. So I'm looking forward to it because I bet their brother's story is incredible. Yeah, they were doing experiments with black people. He was the original Captain America. But they hid him because they didn't want people to know that it actually worked. And this isn't a black man. So yeah. So I'm down for all of that. All that. Give me all of that, bro, for sure. He's the same dude who in Falcon and the Winter Soldier when Falcon met this dude, he told him, yeah, that country, those stripes you about to put on, they don't mean shit to me. Like he told him that, like, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah. So Captain America Brave New World, gonna be off the chain. I'm gonna check that joint out. But the coup de grace, ladies and gentlemen, the one I definitely want to talk about is the reveal we got this weekend.
Holy crap.
That Marvel's doing a pivot. It's a pivot that no one really was surprised about. They are pivoting away from the character of Kang and going in the direction of Dr. Doom. Everyone kind of felt that coming. Let's be real. For a lot of reasons. And I know a lot of black people. I've said black people probably record time in today's show. For sure. This is about the most black people reference show ever on Anthony Sain show, which is saying a lot. But a lot of black people, a lot of my people, we've been upset because of the whole Jonathan Majors thing, right? Yeah. And people are saying that they moved on from Jonathan Majors and went to Robert Downey Jr. That is true, but the whole thing is not just what Jonathan Majors did, not off the court, in his private life, the legal stuff. Now, did that help? No. But I think a bigger part of the reality is that the character of Kang was not being received the way that they thought it would. I thought Jonathan Majors was absolutely awesome in that character, but I just don't think that character was going over in the way that and it's just box office numbers don't lie. Like that movie that they had him in just wasn't working.
Yeah, I thought it was more the movie than the character.
Yeah, I thought that too. Yeah. But another thing that's going on is that Marvel is kind of hurting, man. Marvel don't have that magic touch like they had. And as a Marvel fan, y'all know 8 times out of 10 I do the show, I got some Marvel shirt on 8 times out of 10. But as a huge fan of that, I will say they slacked in this last phase, man. Whether it be too many TV shows and people not particularly want to watch all those shows.
That's what it is, man.
That's
it's too much.
what it is.
It just movies just ain't been hidden. You know what I'm saying? Like talk about.
That too.
So trying to save things and going into this next phase is setting up for the next, big bad team up movies. You had to nail it. And and they did. They're pulling out all the stops because between now and the next 2 Avengers movies, you got Captain America Brave New World coming out, which is going to be crazy, it looks like. And you got a Fantastic Four movie coming out. Yeah. It's going to take place back in the 60s, and it's got that whole that branding. It's going to look like something that happened way back then. And then you're going to be introduced to Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom. Now, they even said they said he's going to be playing Victor Von Doom. And I'm going to throw this out there. In my thoughts on it, I was surprised. At first, I thought that they were doing like a double reveal, letting y'all know that Robert Downey Jr. was coming back and the Doom was coming back. I wasn't accepting the fact that it was going to be one that he was going to be Doom. I didn't get that. That didn't register the first time I saw it. But when I looked into it and saw that, yes, he's going to be playing Doom, I got mixed feelings. I ain't going to lie to you. My original thought was, this is still my thought. I just hope that he's playing someone that they recognize to look like Tony Stark. They say, okay, that's Tony, but that ain't Tony. If I don't see that, I'm gonna feel okay. This is dumb. Like having him play a totally unrelated character and being Victor Von Doom in Spider-Man and looking at him and be like, okay, that's Mr. Stark. Like if that don't happen, I'm like, okay, now y'all think we stupid. You know
is it related in the actual comics? Is it related?
There is a Anthony Stark character that's a variant from another universe where Tony Stark, instead of working for good, became an evil mastermind and became Dr. Doom.
Oh, so that's what they're doing. Okay, here.
So they
say that's not particularly what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they got to.
I hope it's that, bro. I hope it's something on that where they branch off of that. People saying that story wasn't big enough to make this, but I hope they make it big enough.
They're gonna make it. They're going to. That's what they're doing.
In the alternate universe where the Tony Stark person was so he chose to go all the way deep into it. Yeah. I could totally get behind that if that's the case. I think that'll be pretty dope. But I also feel like, and I also hope that he's not the final Dr. Doom that we see. I hope he's little Dr. Doom. And I hope we see another Dr. Doom that actually is Victor Von Doom, who's really the badass. Like, real. Which it means it's multiple. Like, multiple. So, in the same, you got Fantastic Four coming in. Dr. Doom and Kang are both from the Fantastic Four universe. So maybe I'm not gonna get into the Deadpool Wolverine thing, but maybe there'll be some multi-universe shit going on. But yeah, I'm down for all of it. Looking good. Wolverine and Deadpool definitely has me amped. It hit the refresh button because I'm all in. I'm back in my Marvel shit, and I was getting off. So,
Yeah, I've heard different. Everybody I know that watched it.
Yeah, me and Sabrina were laboring to watch movies, but Wolverine, Deadpool.
Like which ones were all like so back in this heyday when the Avengers were coming, all that kind of stuff, like the individual movies for each character that's a part of the Avengers, which ones were you feeling and which ones were you not? Like were there certain ones?
The first Captain America I didn't really like. Winter Soldier was really good.
I love Winter Soldier.
Unpopular opinion, maybe a popular opinion. The Iron Man movie sucked, man. The first one was good. The second and the third one were ass. Like
that's right. Yeah, the first one was the best one.
Yeah. But Thor, the first one.
The first one good. Fell off. Yep.
But then they came back though in Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was
cool, but that last one was.
That last one was good. The one after the end game.
Guardians of the Galaxy surprised the hell out of me. I like the first two. I like the first and the third one. The second one was kind of man.
Last one
I couldn't get behind. I couldn't get behind Ant-Man at all. Like,
for real? No, I love the first Ant-Man. I didn't like.
I couldn't tell I watched it when I remember I didn't really watch the movies till COVID. Like I watched like Civil War is my
and then you went in order with
it. Yeah. I watched the Avenger movies basically and Civil War, which is my favorite of everything. Then I went in order and started watching them. And Ant-Man actually caught me by surprise because I was like, I know
it was way better than I thought.
Yeah, it was better than what I thought.
It was way better than I thought it would be for sure. But yeah, man, I'm here for it. Marvel seems like they about to come back hard, and I think it's all going to end up with some major events that brings everybody into the same universe.
So who are the Avengers going to be now? Like if they're making Avengers movies, who's going to be the Avengers now?
Everybody left over. And that's another thing too. Listen,
who's left?
You got these events lining up with Dr. Doom, right? With Doomsday and also Secret Wars. And Secret Wars was an event that brought all the superheroes from different universes together, right? Because right now you got there's basically saying that the X-Men and all of them exist right now today, but they're just in another universe. And
they haven't acknowledged them. Are they going to start acknowledging them in the Marvel movies?
I think they're going to bring all of them together. And you're going to see a movie that's got X-Men, Avengers. Because X-Men versus the Avengers movie has to happen. That has to happen sometime in the next. And then what you also might have is, Captain America is dead or is not here, or Iron Man is dead here. But there's another Iron Man. There's another Captain America. And y'all know there's another somebody that's alive somewhere that they dropped the ball the first time. But all they got to do is recast him. Y'all know he's somewhere on some universe in all of his glory. My king is coming back, bro. My king T'Challa is coming back, bro. Like that's happening.
They've got to recast. They messed up by not recasting T'Challa.
Yeah, I mean, I said it. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman. Like, may he rest in peace. But they got too emotional on that one.
Someone said someone put on Twitter the other day why they ain't just cast my guy for Snowfall on there.
Yeah,
perfect.
Damson Idris.
Perfect, man. He'd be the perfect. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you. But I think what's gonna happen is somebody said that by the time you see another movie that involves the Black Panther, that's gonna speed up the future, and that kid that was in the last movie is gonna be an adult. I think they think they're gonna skip ahead, and we're gonna see a new T'Challa, a new Black Panther, and I'm down for all that. Because bro, these movies are so twisted up. They're not in line with the comic books anymore at all. You know what I mean? And I think that once you bring the X-Men in, then Storm is gonna be here, and you got this new T'Challa. And you can go back to the comic book where Storm and T'Challa was. Come on, bro, it's going down. Hey, I'm back, bro. I'm back. Hey, we back, bro. We back, bro.
As a comic book guy, as a Marvel guy, as a comic book guy, how much do you like that they go off script, or do you want them? Are there storyline, like overarching storylines that you're like, you got to stay within this though, right?
I like they're doing their own thing because you can sit back and watch the movies and literally knew what was about to happen. They can twist, tweak, and turn stuff now. And just because now, man, they've made it one and the same. Like the movies are the comic books now. Like the movies are what you go by, and the comic books are lining up with that. Like it's not they're not going by the old lore of comic books. They're retelling the stories to line up with the movies. And that's something else I don't think people know either. Like when before Samuel L. Jackson was cast to play Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Marvel made a dude that looked like it was Samuel L. Jackson's face, and they put him in the comic books to get his attention. Hey, sue us if you want, but we actually want to hire you for this part. So think about that before you sue us. But yeah, so yeah, man, that type of stuff. I'm down.
Wow.
I'm back. Hey, I've been down on Marvel for the last couple of years. We back, bro. We back.
You like Idris Elba, man. We back up.
We back up, bro.
Back up.
The boys, we back up, man. We back.
I gotta go see this Deadpool Wolverine movie. Is it? My daughter can't go,
it's
right?
Super rated R. No, don't take it though. It's super rated R.
Okay.
Yeah, anything with Deadpool.
I took Sabrina to that first Deadpool when she was like maybe 14. I was
Yeah.
like, nah, this is a little bit too much for my baby. But
Yeah.
man. But yeah, go bro, what I talk about, yeah, bro. We back, bro. Marvel, we back, bro. I can be a nerd again. I was being a nerd in the shadows, bro. Hey, we back, bro. We back, bro, for real. Hey,
Ryan Reynolds was in an interview this week talking about him and Hugh Jackman were talking about the movie. And he said that they were trying really hard to make sure it didn't leak. And one of the things that they had considered doing.
Don't say no.
No, I'm not. He said one of the things that they had considered doing was creating a fake movie, like with like some weird intro, like it's called Alpha Cop or something like that. And it was going to be like some super weird looking thing. And then all of a sudden, boom, the Marvel logo drops. And then it's
Wolverine. Have y'all seen that tweet where somebody was like, fuck it, full Marvel vs. Deadpool movie. And it comes on like a regular movie. And then it's a Rick Roll. You see that?
No.
Like an hour and 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man, we about to slide about it though, man. It's been a good one, man. For my boy Kenny Stubblefield, for my man Parish Sharkey. Yo, we'll see y'all next time, man. We out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.